Wild, wonderful West Virginia. There's so much that this state has to offer its visitors. There's scenic beauty, adventure, and history, just to name a few. But if you're into more offbeat attractions, there's a place that you've got to include on your next visit to this state. That place is Moundsville. While many of the factories that once made this town a booming center of industry have closed down, Moundsville and its surrounding area will not disappoint. Its name is derived from a 2,000-year-old burial mound located in the middle of the town. Built by the Adena Indians around 200 BC, the mound grew in height as the bodies of deceased tribe members were added to the mound. There's an informative museum located next door to the mound, but it pales in comparison to the attraction located right across the street, the West Virginia State Penitentiary. This Gothic-style prison served the state for 120 years until it was closed in 1995. In the 2013 film Out of the Furnace, Christian Bale's character, Russell Bays, was lucky enough to leave the prison alive. But in real life, over 900 inmates weren't so lucky. 85 of them were hung from the gallows at the penitentiary, and another 9 were executed on the penitentiary's electric chair, Old Sparky. Many more were murdered by fellow inmates, committed suicide, or were killed during prison riots. In fact, during its tenure, Moundsville had the dubious honor of being one of the 10 most violent correctional facilities in the U.S. So, it comes as no surprise that the Moundsville Penitentiary has been regarded as one of the most haunted locations in the U.S.
Don't miss an all-new episode of Ghost Adventures. Next,
paranormal investigators from around the world have explored the prison and claim that they have experienced countless ghostly encounters.
I don't like this. I don't feel good right now.
Alright, confession time. I don't believe in ghosts. And as for TV shows about paranormal activity, I've always found them to be highly questionable. Their proof always seems to be made up of random extraneous noises.
Oh. You heard that?
And inaudible ghost voices.
Right there, you could clearly hear another female voice responding to my request, and we all heard it with our own ears. Here's the enhanced audio.
I hear a woman. I hear a female.
I don't wanna.
Kind of a stretch, don't you think? Fortunately, the prison is still open for anyone brave enough to visit. So, I decided to check it out for myself. I'm standing outside of the Moundsville Penitentiary. Tonight, my son and I are going to spend the evening inside. After a guided tour to help us get our bearing on the layout of the prison, we were set free for the next 2 hours to search for signs of paranormal activity. Our first stop, the North Hall cell block. Whoa, wow, look at that.
That is long.
Wow, this is like a corridor
Corridor.
of cells.
You want to go down it?
Sure.
How do you go first?
All right, fine.
When you're on the camera.
Some of the cells. All the comforts of home and a nice little tiny little hole.
Oh, they got a toilet. Toilet.
Again, prisoners, I just want to say, don't piss and moan about the size of your cell and your cruel conditions.
Don't piss them off.
I'm just telling you, dude. That's what happens when you break the law.
Yeah.
Civilized societies don't function that way. Just telling you.
Yeah, well, they're going to tell us something a little bit that I ain't going to like. If you look on this part, like right here, you'll see names.
Mm-hmm. Like they signed their name before they left.
Or when they came back. Is it hot up here?
It is kind of warm.
Alright.
So So this is number 17.
Anybody here?
And supposedly a dude that was standing
Can I go in
here, sure, got stabbed. How many times? Like a lot?
6. Hey, buddy. Anybody in here? Whoa, dude, look at that. It's the Reaper. He's got the pentagram.
Oh, wow.
Dude.
Huh.
Hello? Whoa, dude, Dad, my light. My light. Hello? Turn off your light. Turn off your light. Dude, I'm not you. Hello? Turn off my light. If you're here, turn off my light. All the way. Don't just make it dim. Turn it off all the way.
Next, we visited the prison psych ward. Now, according to our guide, if you jingled your keys outside of the solitary confinement cells, the ghost would beat on the door, trying to get out. Hello? We have the keys. You guys want out? I know you've been in there for a really long time. So, you hear that? That's the keys. It'll let you out. All you gotta do is just knock on the door 3 times and say Babadook. 3 times. Babadook. Come on. Remember that. So this is the boiler room where some dude got stabbed. Like a whole bunch of times. He got stabbed in the eyeball, I think.
No, he was just slaughtered.
He was slaughtered.
Pretty sure.
Down here in the boiler room. So we were down here earlier with a tour guide, and she tried to get the spirit of the guy that was killed down here to turn off the flashlight. It didn't work. So we're going to attempt...
Whoa, dude, are those chairs there?
I don't know. We're going to attempt to see.
I don't know about this.
This is the area that supposedly he died in. Alright. So, you want to do it, Ben?
A flashlight?
Uh-huh. Come on, man.
Alright.
Get down there. Alright, Ben's going to lay down his flashlight. Come on, just do it.
Alright.
Ben's going to lay down his flashlight. We're going to see if we can get a response to the spirit. There's Ben's flashlight.
Is there anyone in here?
Can you give us a sign by turning off the flashlight?
Turn off the light.
If there is a presence in this room, please give us a sign by turning off the flashlight. We are still waiting. So this is the Sugar Shack. It was a recreational area where a lot of the inmates hung out, and supposedly, according to the ghost guy, this is where he picked up a lot of like really sort of paranormal vibes and saw his breath and all that. Yes, you'll see red stuff on the wall, but it's fake. It's paint.
A lot of the guys people in here got raped and sodomized.
Ben, can you... This is going to go on video. Can you...
Oh, I'm just saying they did.
They did?
They got raped.
Who said that?
The lady. They said that's where a lot of the sexual activity went on.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Alright, so we are entering the Sugar Shack. Not the Love Shack.
Huh.
The Sugar Shack.
Wherever that happened in there. Hey, they didn't show us the shower yet. Damn.
That was
That's some paranormal.
that was something paranormal coming out of my backside. Sorry, ghosts, I didn't mean to stink up the joint.
If you're mad at him, turn off my light.
Again, great artwork. Remember, we are below the lobby. So, some of the noises that you might hear. Oh, here's an old pool table. Tour guide said that sometimes there were like shadow metal plate on the floor. There were shadow men down here. Here is.
Dad, holy
Oh my God. Look at that. We found something. It is a decapitated head on top of the water heater. Nice. Disappointed by our uneventful evening in prison, Ben and I tried to make contact with the spirit world one more time. We have laid a flashlight out, Mr. Ghosty, and it's got fresh batteries in it, so I'm just telling you, it might be kind of hard to turn off. But we haven't seen any presence. We are not buying into the ghost theory very well, so if you're in here, go ahead and turn that light off. We'll just wait for a little bit, okay? Anytime you want to. Just turn off that light. The switch is on the left-hand side. So if you want to turn that off there, you can. Just don't forget, we got about maybe 20 minutes, so if you could make it kind of snappy, it'd be great. Now.
Ain't gonna happen. Ain't gonna happen.
I'm disappointed in you, ghosts. Well, it's the morning after our lockdown of the penitentiary, and as you can see, we survived without a single encounter with paranormal activity. Nonetheless, it was still a lot of fun to poke around inside of an old abandoned penitentiary with such a dark past. Today, however, we're going to lighten things up a little bit by visiting another nearby offbeat attraction. About 20 miles east of Moundsville is a place called New Vrindavan, the home of Pradhupada's Palace of Gold. If America had a Taj Mahal, this would be the place. The palace started out in 1973 as a simple home for Swami Pradhupada, who had guided his disciples to set up a Krishna community in the area. But when he died in 1977, it was decided to transform the home into a memorial for him. Amazingly, many of his devotees had no formal construction experience, but they acquired advice along the way on such crafts as architecture, marble cutting, and stained glass making to complete the palace. Today, the completed palace stands as a testament to the hard work and dedication of its devotees. The exterior of the palace is covered with 8,000 square feet of 22-karat gold leaf and decorated with emblems representative of the Krishna consciousness. Beautiful flower gardens surround the palace grounds, and equally colorful peacocks seem to greet you at every turn. Inside, the halls of the palace are aglow in sunlit colors, filtered through 31 stained glass windows. In the center of the palace, the main temple is lit by a 150-year-old chandelier from France. And while the Palace of Gold may be the focal point of New Vrindavan, it's certainly not the only thing that this unique community has to offer. There's also a nearby retreat center with a restaurant and accommodations for lodging that's open to anyone who wants more time to soak in the peace and tranquility of the area. For those who want to learn more about the Krishna consciousness, there's another temple that serves as the central shrine of worship for the community. Much like the Palace of Gold, the temple's interior is truly a work of art, decked out with likenesses of the community's presiding deities and thought-provoking imagery. So whether you're searching for spiritual nirvana or supernatural spirits, you can't go wrong by visiting Moundsville, West Virginia.